alongside the historic Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, a ward with over 50 years of history behind its doors. This is the new place in the West End of Glasgow, where the new musical, Matilda, will be premiering this winter. We're here to talk to the cast and crew behind this groundbreaking production and hear from the people who made it possible. And this is where thousands of Glasgow's finest theatregoers will come and witness this high-end Tony Award-winning production. So you're the director of this whole production. Could you tell us briefly how you got everyone together and what made you decide to make this production here in Glasgow?
Well, when you're a director like myself and you have sort of a bit of a reputation, it's not too difficult to get the people together, and get them to do what you want them to do. People need a little bit of training and instruction, but manage to get them where you want.
So we're here with our 3 actresses who are playing Matilda. So guys, how did you prepare for the roles that you're taking on here?
Well, I went to 6 years of acting school.
Well, I went for 8.
Well, I think I topped you all. I went to the Cambridge School of Drama.
Yeah, but I
For 7 years! 8, 10, 9, maybe 10. I can't remember. I was like 2 when I started.
So you guys are involved in the promotion and the production of the musical. Could you briefly explain what your role is in doing that and how you go about doing it?
Well, we thought we'd start by hitting the streets of Glasgow and handing pass-along cards. Do you know what a pass-along card is?
Well, I can sing the best.
Well,
Sure.
I'm the prettiest.
I think that you sound like Miranda sings.
It's like this little card has a website on it, and it gives a preview of what we're all about.
If it wasn't for me, this wouldn't be happening.
Offended. 4 eyes. Australian? Excuse me, that was rude. I know.
So you're the fitness and dance choreographer for this production?
Yes, I am.
So could you briefly explain to us your role in this whole production and how you went about your job with the cast?
Okay, so I take my role very seriously.
Doing the production Matilda was an easy choice to do that in Glasgow. I think it's a very relatable story. A lot of good versus evil, bit of underdog, bit of a fight, and I think the people of Glasgow definitely sort of resonate well with that sort of story.
I go out every day and I do this. If it wasn't for the work that I do, then this wouldn't be happening. This production wouldn't even be working. You wouldn't have people to show up.
My role. I think I'm just going to cut through. I think I realise what you're truly asking me here is if I may, the question is how did I manage to create something so wonderful with little more than amateurs?
I basically had to make sure that the cast is physically active, that they are eating right, and that they are taking care of their bodies in all ways. I helped them do dance moves. I made sure that they follow a really, really strict diet plan, and it included eating loads of protein and less vegetables, and making sure that they are active, making sure that they get to the best level of themselves.
And the answer comes from my own greatness, shall I say greatness? I've always known I had a level of greatness when Mumsy first told me that I was the favourite child. And she explained that I had something great to offer the world, and I knew from that moment that I truly did.
I loved it. I mean, I thought the performances were excellent. The acting was great. The singing was great. And I mean, the story's a heartwarming one.
This is the moneymaker. This face right here.
Do you see this? Do you see this jawline right here? If it wasn't for that,
Humility is his best trait.
I get told that.
And I think, if I may, there's another question you're asking me there, is how I managed to choose from each of the different skills that I have, the many talents with which I've been blessed, how I went down the route of music and songwriting. And I think perhaps having seen the production yourself, you realise that I have much to offer the world the individuals that took part definitely were inspired by the things that I was able to do.
I mean, you have this poor, sort of, underappreciated, dispossessed girl with all this talent and all this energy and so much to give, and you have her, thrust into this cold, sort of bitter, unwelcoming environment.
And one of those ways was making sure that they have some protein shakes, because that's really good for muscle and strength. And I think that they really enjoyed it, and so did I. Yes.
And I mean, I really like the fact that, she meets this unionised teacher in Miss Honey, charitable, giving of her time and her attention. And I like how they sort of, quietly but assuredly oppose that heartless chocolate hoarding capitalist that is Miss Trunchbull. So, 5 out of 5 stars in my opinion.
Yes, I definitely, I think it was a great privilege for them to have me direct them and train them, teach them and coach them and mentor them to become what they are now. I just hope they continue along that path, and I hope never to see them again.
And from talking to the cast and crew today, we can truly see that Glasgow really has grown up. Thank you. I'm here outside the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I'm here to do a documentary. It's so cold.
You get to climb when you're grown up. And when you grow up,
Well, we thought we'd just hit the streets and talk to people, Just tell them about what we're saying. I don't know what we're saying.
Her acting is brilliant, and I mean, in the last few days, it's certainly been the best show I've been to. I mean, compare that to the terribly overly produced latest installment of James Bond. With Daniel Craig, don't go see Spectre, people. Honestly, it is a fundamental tool in the capitalist. I can't even name my enemy. I can't even name my enemy convincingly. Daniel Craig wouldn't fail to name his enemy. He'd get it right. You're still filming, aren't you?